Could your faith make you more productive? That is the question that Muhammad Faris asked in his best-selling book, The Productive Muslim, which I am sure you have seen around. This book was the result of years of building a brand and building a message that called out to Muslims to seize everything at our disposal within our deen in order to win at life and in the akhirah. So what makes this book work, and what can you learn from how Brother Muhammad wrote the book, The Productive Muslim, where faith meets productivity? I'm Naima B. Robert, award-winning author and coach to Muslims who want to write a book and build a legacy. And every week I break down bestsellers from every area of the world, and we look at why they work and how they work so that you can learn from the best for your own book. So how did Brother Muhammad Faris structure The Productive Muslim? First and foremost, I just want to say that this book is entirely on brand. It sounds like Brother Muhammad's voice, and it looks like a productive Muslim text. If you are familiar with the cartoons that they used to make and the infographics that Productive Muslim became famous for, you will see those throughout this book. And I love the way that he was able to tie in his message to us with the brand that he's built. So let's break this down. We start with an introduction and a personal story. By now we are familiar with this structure. And interestingly enough, in Brother Muhammad's personal story, he focuses mainly on his professional journey. Now, this makes sense for this type of book because it isn't so much a transformational coaching book dealing with mindset, etc., as a practical guide and a practical reframe for how we do day-to-day lives as Muslims. So his personal story focuses more on the professional. Then he talks about the life and the evolution of the Productive Muslim as a brand, as an organization, as a company. Then he goes into chapter 1. Chapter 1 and chapter 2 are about laying the foundations. Again, this is a structure we are familiar with. If you want your audience to get a breakthrough, if you want them to understand and be able to implement your system, you have to make clear for them the context in which that system exists, making sure that the terms used are understood. If there are any foundational beliefs or foundational understandings that your reader needs to have a grasp of before they can appreciate the rest of the steps, this is the place to do it. And so we've got laying of the foundations. Productivity equals focus times energy times time. And by the end of his introductory chapters, he has modified that to make it specific to his subject matter, which is that of the productive Muslim. And so underneath that formula, he has towards maximizing reward in the hereafter. Okay, so after that, he goes into chapters 3, 4, and 5, different types of productivity, exploring spiritual productivity, physical productivity, and social productivity through an Islamic lens. And then from chapter 6, he dives into the application of the ideas and the theory that he has presented. This is the time to start looking at what this looks like in your life. And indeed, if you want your reader to take your ideas and apply them, it's really important in your book to make sure that there is enough space for you to paint the picture of what the theory looks like in practice and give people practical steps to take. What I love about this book is it is full of lists, checklists, tables, diagrams, and all of them are on brand. And for those of us who are visual learners, these are fantastic devices to be able to distill the information that is being shared. I've got some examples of those on the screen now, and you'll see them on the internet everywhere. Again, this is part of the authority building. This is a part of taking a system and making it your own and branding it your own. Because having kind of come up in the Productive Muslim era, I can always recognize a Productive Muslim cartoon, and I'm sure you can as well. That's the power of distilling your message and creating something that people can readily identify as yours. So what he has here at the end is copious endnotes. So this is a very thoroughly researched book. And at the end, he has notes and links to everything that he has been speaking about. So if you want to read more, you want to check out what he's been saying, all that information is there. Right at the end, on pretty much the last page, there's an invitation to subscribe to the Productive Muslim email list. So my analysis, Muhammad Faris has made the Productive Muslim, the book, the distillation of everything that the organization has been teaching through the cartoons, through the blog articles, through the podcast, and he has distilled it into this book, which is pretty much a standalone. Okay, this can be applied as is. You don't need to download any workbooks or anything like that. It can be applied as is. However, there are invitations for you to access resources, to access community that are sprinkled throughout the book. And as we know, this is how your book builds you much, much more than just getting readers. And already the fact that people read your book and are able to have access to your message is reason enough to write the book, but it also allows you to invite people into your world. Think about it this way. When someone picks up your book and starts reading, they are in a private communication with you. You are speaking and they are listening. And as long as they continue to read, you continue to speak, right? As long as they continue to listen, you continue to communicate your message. And your book may take an hour, 2, 3, 5, 8 hours to read. That's you one-on-one with your reader. No distractions, no pop-ups, just you and the reader. That is a powerful position to be in. And if you've done your job well, that reader is going to feel connected with you, is going to trust you, and is going to want to know more. Especially those who you've inspired to take action, they're going to want to know how they can take the next step with you. And that is why for all our clients, we advise them to have a way for people to contact you, whether it is to get onto your mailing list by downloading a resource, whether it is signing up for updates or signing up for a bonus chapter or accessing a free course that helps them through the book, whatever it is, you want to make sure that there's a way for your reader who has spent so much time with you now to come into your world and to benefit from whatever it is that you have to offer. And that is my analysis of The Productive Muslim by Muhammad Faris. An amazing book. There's a follow-up, and I will do a review of the follow-up because the follow-up is quite different. But for now, let me know in the comments if you have read this book. I think you must have, because there are over 800 reviews on Amazon, mashallah. So let me know in the comments if you've read this book. And if any of this speaks to you, if you see anything in what I've said today that would help you with your book project, get in touch. The link is in the description for you to get in touch with me to see how I can help you, because my goal is to help you to take your story, your message, or your knowledge and turn it into a book that can leave a lasting legacy. Until the next time, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.